to Module 5 of our Advanced Pivot Table Training for Procurement and Supply Chain. This is Lesson 2 of our Module 5, and the title of this lesson is Designing the Layout and Format of a Pivot Table. After creating a pivot table and adding the fields that you want to analyze, you may want to enhance the the layout of the report and the format to make the data easier to read and scan for details. To change the layout of a pivot table report, you can change the pivot table form and the way that fields, columns, rows, subtotals, empty cells, and lines are displayed. You can apply a defined style, a banded rows style, and conditional formatting to your pivot table. The giant data that you're seeing on your screen is the data set that we're going to use for our exercise, this training exercise. So you select inside it, go to Insert tab, go to Pivot Table button, and Pivot Table dialog box will open. Ensure that your table is highlighted, ensure that you're taking it to a new worksheet, and select OK. Now you're inside your pivot table environment on a new sheet. Assuming this business is in different countries, and again different products, you want to see the performance of different products in these different countries and in different years. So you will select and drag your country to the columns field. You select and drag your product to the rows field. You select and drag your year to the rows field. You select your profit. You can as well select your sales if you want to see your sales, if you want to see your profit, if you want to see your gross profit, if you want to see your cost of goods sold. You just drag those numbers to your values field. So now we have a pivot table report for profit of our company in different products in different countries. Now what we're going to do is to see how to format this to make it look more pleasing to the eye. You can see the most important button for formatting of pivot table report is the Design tab. So if you open your Design tab, you will see pivot table styles as a group. You will see under group pivot table style options, and finally you see pivot table layout group. So let us start our formatting from the layout group. In the layout group, if you just select inside your table, go to your report layout. You can show your report in compact form. You can show your report in outline form. You can show your report in tabular form. So each of these has implications. It is either taking more space on your screen or taking less space. For compact form, you see it has reduced to smaller size. If you want to take tabular form, it is expanding, and outline form is even more in size. So let's go back to our compact form so that we can quickly go through this. Now, if you want to add subtotal to your report, you select the subtotals drop down and go to add subtotal. Show this subtotal at the bottom of the group. If you select this, your subtotal will be shown at the bottom of each of the groups. If you want to show it at the top side of the group, you select this, and it will show at this side of the top side of the group. The next thing we want to show you is the grand total. If you add grand total, you can put your grand total off and it will disappear. If you want to add to both your rows and the columns, you select this. If you want it to be only on the rows, you select that. If you can add it only to the columns. Okay, let's go to blanks. You can add blanks to separate two groups. Assuming you want to separate 2018 from 2019, if you select blanks and you select this, it will insert blanks in your pivot table report. If you want to remove it, you open it again and you select remove. It will disappear. Another thing we can do is to add row headers. If you select this, if you deselect that, the row header will disappear. If you select it back, it will show. Same thing for column headers. If you deselect it, it will disappear. If you select it back, it will reappear. You can add banded rows to your report, and your report will look like this. You can add banded columns, and they will look like this. Let's remove this. Okay, now let us see. If you select pivot table styles, if you click this drop down, it will open to the pivot table styles gallery, where you have different design, different styles of pivot table. You can select from here the style that you like. You can select these styles, any of these styles that you like. You can see it's divided into light, into medium, and into dark. If you want the medium, if you want the light, depending on what you like. Another area of formatting our data that we're going to look at is the pivot table analyze button. Let's select this button and we go to we check. If you look inside our table, you will see this particular row, Manchester. It is empty. This row is empty. So to replace that empty space with something, we go to pivot table analyze. You come to your options, drop down, select it, select options, and this in the layout and format button, select this. For empty cells, show this. If you type not applicable here, it will show inside your data, your report. If you type 0, let's type 0 there, it will show 0 in those empty cells. So that is the better way to present it. Another thing we can quickly do is the formatting of our number. If you want to format our number, if you select, let's clear the format that we have right now. Let's go to our home tab, go to clear format to remove the format that we have. If you want to format these numbers, we right click, go to value field settings, then in value field settings you see number, select that number format. That will bring you to this dialog box. Here you can select any type of formatting you want on your number. You can choose currency. If you choose currency, you select, and you can also change the decimal places. You select OK and you select OK. Your data, your report will be formatted with currency. But if you want it to show in accounting, you still go back to value field, go back to number format and show and select accounting. Then again you can put it at 2 decimal places and select OK, and you select OK, and you will see your figures appear with a dollar sign. Again, if you click outside your data, outside the report area, you will see your pivot table fields will disappear. If you click outside, it will disappear. If you click inside, it will appear. Sometimes you will click inside and it will not appear. Maybe you have mistakenly selected these close pivot fields, but if you select here, it will disappear, it will close. So if you click inside and you're not seeing it, you just go back to your pivot table analyze and select this field list and it will show again. Another thing we can do to enhance our report is the status bar. If you highlight your table, you will, and you look down, you will see average, you see count, you see minimum, you see maximum. These are quick statistical parameters that you can use to check your data as you're working on your data, and you know what to do at every time. So sometimes you can look at it and you don't see. If you want to see something that is there or that is not there, you can right click it and you select. If you don't want to see like minimum, like maximum, you can deselect it and you will not see it. If you want to see it and it's not there, if you select it like this, you can go back and it will appear. Let's deselect and see that it is not going to appear again. So if you highlight, you only see average, count, sum, and so forth. Again, what can we do? We can format alignment of our data. If you select inside data, go to your home tab, and this is the alignment group. You can align it to you can align to the bottom, you can align to the middle, you can align to the top. So you can also align to the left as it is now, you can align to the center, you can align to the right, but let's go back to the left alignment, then we'll go back to this one. We can also use conditional formatting to format our data. Let us clear this rule, clear rules. Just clear these rules, Okay, we can use conditional formatting to format our data. Assuming we want to see the figure or figures that are greater than 3 million, you can type 1, 2, 3 to select that, and the figure should carry light red field with dark red text. Select that and you will see the only figure that is greater than 3 million there is 4.9 million. So that's how we can use the conditional formatting to format our data. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in our next lesson.